Welcome to our Sanskrit.com. This is lesson 25. In the previous lesson, we looked at tatpurusa compounds. These are compound words where the pradhanyam is on the second element. For example, in the word nadi tiram, the bank of a river, the syntactically important word is tiram, and hence nadi tiram is a tatpurusa compound. We said that tatpurusa compounds fall into two distinct classes, dependent compounds and descriptive compounds or karmadhārayas. In this lesson, we will look at Bahuvrihi compounds. We said in lesson 23 that compound words where the pradhanyam lies outside the compound itself on an antecedent word are called Bahuvrihi compounds. A Bahuvrihi compound takes a type of tatpurusa with a noun as a final member and therefore functioning like a noun and converts it into an adjective which then qualifies another noun taking the gender, number and case of the noun it qualifies. Here we take the karmadhāraya kala hasta, which means black hand, and convert it into a bahuvrihi, which means black handed. The gender or number of the Bahuvrihi is in no way influenced by the gender or number of the elements within the compound. The number and gender is dependent only on the antecedent or the noun it qualifies. Some examples of Bahuvrihi compounds are given here. Examples of formation of Bahuvrihis from dependent compounds are given here. An interesting example of a verse that contrasts the use of the same word as a tatpurusa and as a bahuvrihi is given here. A beggar goes to the king and says, Aham cha tvam cha rajendra lokanatha vubhavapi bahuvrihi raham rajan shashti tatpurusho bhavan. It means, O king, you and I are both lokanathas. I am a bahuvrihi while you are a shashti tatpurusha. When lokanatha is analyzed as lokasya natha, the lord of the world, it means king. When it is analyzed as loko natho yasya sa, whose lord is the world, it means beggar. Examples of bahuvrihis with prefixed nouns are given here. Bahuvrihi compounds are a difficult area of Sanskrit grammar. In fact, G.L. Hart points out in a rapid Sanskrit method that even Kalidasa has made a mistake in rendering a Bahuvrihi compound. Since the latter element of this type of compound is a noun and the whole compound is to be interpreted as an adjective, formation of feminine forms from masculine nouns and vice versa is very complicated. Some rules are given here. One thing you may have noticed is that most Bahuvrihis can also be interpreted as tatpurusas. In ancient Sanskrit used in the Vedas, the difference between the two is indicated by a change of accent. We will learn this when we take up Vedic accents in a later lesson. In classical Sanskrit, where accents have disappeared, the difference should be made out based on the context. We know that in Sanskrit, simple adjectives are freely used as nouns. Similarly, Bahuvrihi adjectives can also be used as nouns. Adverbially used accusative cases of Bahuvrihi adjective compounds, which have an indeclinable or a particle as prior member, are called avyayi bhava by Sanskrit grammarians. Bahuvrihi compounds having a numeral as the prior member are called dvigu by Sanskrit grammarians. This is the end of lesson 25. In this lesson, we looked at Bahuvrihi compounds.